I need to make a huge account improvement. Today's the day we're gonna do some crafting. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm crafting my instant gear because I have finished the Forge Pass and I could definitely use some better gear on here. So instinct being speed plus 12% and ignoring 20% of the enemy's HP. So you will notice that within here, I have thrown some charms on here. So I do have the rank and the rarity. Of course, we are hoping more for these guys to actually kick in, and hopefully we don't get too many of the rares, and hopefully we get some usable stuff as well. So I'm gonna do this in a times 10. Of course, I can potentially do a quick craft, but I decided that I'm gonna do the times 10, just so I can at least like see things. So I don't know. That's what we're doing going into it. I'm trying to tell you guys why I just decided why that's why. So looking at the gear that I am potentially getting, of course, certain stats that I would like to see and ones that we're kind of aiming for. But at the end of the day, I think I'm just going to see like whatever I actually get, I get. Regardless, I think it's something that's going to be an improvement on my account. So potentially, actually definitely, I'll definitely be able to improve some champions. Haven't decided who I want to put any of this on yet, but it is of course going to go onto some of my damage dealers. I am super happy this went to crit rate, by the way. That is like the one that I was really kind of hoping for and aiming for. Oh, crit rate again, 25% crit rate just on this one piece of gear here. 3 to 16. Is it a quad? No, it's not a quad. Have you guys actually ever gotten a quad on any of your gears? Comment down below and let me know. Super curious. I've never gotten a quad, but again, I've only been playing Raid for a shorter period of time, so I'm not quite years into it yet. So not there quite yet. Okay, the gear that I'm actually getting though, pretty happy with, because so far, like, yes, this is a flat HP. Now, ideally, we can avoid it. Fingers crossed. We already went to crit damage. Accuracy, we need a little accuracy, sure, of course. Accuracy again. Okay, I'm not gonna plus 16 that one, but not too bad. And some decent shield ones. Now the other thing is, and I should have checked boots on any of those other ones that I got, because epics can also have very good gear. Like majority of my champions are on epic gear at this point, not just legendary. So we definitely cannot count that out either. But no boots in here. Okay. I also think that, yes, I could click on them and I can sell everything, but I think I'm just gonna sell it all like kind of at the end and look through it that way and group that way. For now, I'm just kind of gonna do a quick glance at some of the gear we're getting and then do some upgrades here or there if I think it's something that is worth kind of upgrading and seeing where it goes, and doing a bit of a gear grind in here. So this one, crit damage, attack, speed. We love that. Bring this up to 4. Okay, attack. Let's go maybe into speed, because you know it's speed set. Yeah, okay, perfect. Let's maybe crit damage. Sure, let's split. Bring it to 16 just to see. Maybe it's crit rate as a okay. Crit rate in there though as the bonus sub would have been really nice. The other great thing right now is that clan versus clan is going on. So I was actually waiting to be able to do some crafting in the forge for clan versus clan. So it's kind of timed out really well from finishing the Forge Pass and being able to do that. So like this one isn't too bad either. I already forgot where our crit rate was though. What gear was that on again, guys? So this one went to attack, accuracy. We could use a bit of accuracy. Maybe crit rate or HP, sure. That's fine. Boots. Maybe some speed boots would be really nice. Maybe we'll check my inventory after. Although I guarantee you guys this is going to go into my inbox. I'm not going to have room for all of this. And that is one thing that I find that I'm 100% lacking. I feel like I'm lacking like inventory space for all this gear. Please tell me I'm not alone. Do you find that your inventory is always like capped? Even when they did the slight increase, they're like, hey, here's some more spots. I was like, oh, perfect. Yes. No, it's full again. And I don't know if that just means I need to go through and really just be like more picky and sell things. Maybe I'm hanging on to too much. Maybe I'm the problem, you guys. Or are we collectively in this together and you're like, no, see, my gear is full as well all the time. Let me know. Am I alone in this, or is this a me thing, a me problem? I need to sell my gear and stop hanging on to everything. That could honestly be. Oh, crit rate. I mean, maybe I might need to use crit rate on someone if I feel like I need it, right? Gauntlet. Okay, at least this is percent as well. What are chest plate? Okay, percent, but again, maybe not quite the percent I was going for. Maybe. I mean, eventually. Oh, there's some legendaries. Let's see what we got in here. So we got crit. See this one, crit damage, crit rate, defense. I mean, not crazy about the defense in here, but accuracy again. Apparently all my champs need just a little more accuracy. We got crit rate again in here, and defense. Oh, of course it would split. Of course. I feel like that's something I'll definitely make use of though. Even this helmet. Again, I'm not necessarily seeing speed stats, which I would want, but maybe for the like at the level I'm at right now, it doesn't make sense. Oh my goodness, crit rate. Crit rate just loves me today. What's going on? Let's see. Is this one going to hit? I'm just gonna go straight to 8. Let me guess. At least 1 to crit rate. See, crit rate, crit damage. Kind of couldn't have gone better actually. I mean, resistance, but we'll take it. We'll take it. And then, oh, defense. Oh, the flats. The flats, you guys. I was gonna say maybe I don't need to be speed chasing, but then we got some boots, which are speed, which is perfect. Of course, this I feel like we always want speed on. So, all right, crit rate. This is nice. Putting this on a damage dealer, they'll be set. We got accuracy twice though. Let's just bring it to 16. Why not? There is an event going on right now anyway. Oh, flat attack. Not ideal, but these can definitely be usable for us. We can definitely do a little something with that. Oh, there's some legendaries. Let's go. Where our points are going to come from. Accuracy. I probably won't use accuracy. Attack. Oh, if we can avoid the flat HP on this one, you guys. Let's hit that speed. Let's hit that crit rate. Hit that crit damage. Just as long as we're not the flat HP. Okay. Bring it to 16. I mean, speed's on there. 23% crit damage though. I'll take it. I think those ones are both attack that we clicked on, and then that's the one we just upgraded. So we've got a couple more times 10 we'll do in here. I'm just gonna do the 5 to 6 star for now, and then kind of decide from there. Flats. I'm not really looking at the rares too much. I am trying not to use rare if I can avoid putting it on champions, and I am kind of at the point where I'm definitely getting more of the epic gear. So I mean, if I need to fill a spot and it's got decent stats, then sure. But I do feel like I'm kind of at the point now where, at least in that regard, I'm not necessarily like, maybe like speed, crit rate. I'm not totally counting it out, but I'm also like trying not to use them as much, if you know, like if that makes sense, you know. All right, weapon. I feel like they're actually not too bad, the ones that we're getting here. So crit rate, crit damage. Again, not necessarily getting the speed, and the set is, you know, speed plus 12%, but I mean, I can definitely use it. And I do think one of the other great things about crafting like big batches of gear like this, like I'm gonna be swimming in this gear after, I can always put this on champions that I'm using for faction wars, especially the ones that I'm not really using anywhere else, but I need to, say, make my way further down. I need more of the stars to actually be able to complete it, because I'm not done my normal faction wars. So I do think that's also a great way to use some of this gear that I'm like, not crazy about, like, oh, it's not ideal, but I can always make use of it that way. So that's another way to look at it. So even if some things don't roll, like, oh, this isn't exactly how I'm wanting it to upgrade, like, it'd still be usable. Faction wars. I think we always, well, for me, I always forget about faction wars, and then it's like, there's the speed. All the speed's coming in now. And resistance. But I feel like that's a great way to make use of the gear that's kind of meh, that you're like, not really using it. Or I have a lot of it. Obviously, like, not all of my champions are going to be put on instinct. So I do think that is somewhere else I can definitely make use of this. And like I said, I'll take these tournament points while I'm in here and see what else we can see. Like defense percent, I don't necessarily know if I would use that on a champion. Maybe though, but again, if not, then there's always that to fall back on. Ooh, crit damage, but not crazy about the flat attack or the flat defense. And this is always a potential. If I really need that crit rate, I can get it from there. So now that I've gotten it all, like I said, I feel like a lot of it's in my inbox. So this is for sure gonna be totally capped out. Like, yeah, yep. Let's see how much actually made it into here. Okay, instinct. I'm quite a bit, but you definitely know. You already know that this is gonna be so good. Yeah, the overflow. I mean, I do like how in here we can always click on it and sell. So if it's something that we're like, oh, I don't like need this, I can always click it and I can go ahead and just sell it straight from here. So at least we have that option. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free legendary champion on day 1. And then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. With this, I'm going to be able to do a huge account upgrade, whether that is going to be in my faction wars and making my way down through there, or some of the champions that I'm actually using on the regular, getting myself further down in those dungeons, some of those better times, all of that. I'm pretty excited. So comment down below and let me know, did you guys get this Forge Pass and did you do some crafting of your own? Be sure you subscribe so you're able to see my way through these dungeons with my new and improved gear. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!